Hey everybody. Just crafting right now. I'm going to wait till some people get in here to respond. To what my title's about. I'm so bored with all this, for real. But since, once again, she's going after my daughter, surprise, surprise, and focusing on my daughter as a way to, as a way to try to hurt me in some way. But we're going to talk about what my daughter said here in a second. First, gonna, like I said, wait till some people get in here. Hold on. Doing the last touch-ups to my gifts. Hey, Pearl's mom, Marlene, Angie's life, Luminous, Bella. I didn't hear it, but I know what she's referencing, and I just talked to my daughter about it, which I was not happy, obviously. My daughter does not drink all the time. That's not true at all. She doesn't drink at all. Actually, she's tried it before, and that's what she was talking about, is how, but I'm going to talk about that here in a second. I'm not going to address that because I'm not going to keep repeating this because I don't care. Please tell me, you guys, that none of you guys fucking tried alcohol when you were like a teenager. You guys, come on. My daughter does not drink at all currently in any way. She's only tried it before, like every other fucking teenager in the world. And she told me about it, and she said she didn't like it. And didn't want to try anymore. And actually, because of that incident, she wasn't allowed to go to that particular friend's house anymore. So you guys have no idea what you're fucking talking about. You're snooping in on a teenager conversation with one of her teenage little boyfriends that she's trying to impress. You guys, it's really sick and disgusting that they keep doing this, keep picking any way they can. My daughter, and what's this about moonshine too? My daughter doesn't even know what fucking moonshine is. That's stupid. We don't have fucking moonshine up here. If we do, I don't know where to fucking get it. Are you dumb? Where am I going to go get moonshine? In Indiana. Do you think my daughter actually, of all people, like if I don't know where to get it, where's my daughter going to get moonshine? Yeah, that just sounds like the normal thing teenagers are drinking these days. Moonshine. Right. I don't even have a freaking drop of alcohol in this place. I'm making my craft, sorry. I hate alcohol. with a passion. And thankfully, I have a really good relationship with my daughter who will talk to me about these things and stuff. And so that she won't be afraid. She's not afraid to talk to me about this kind of stuff. And she was, I heard her say something about alcohol when I passed, and I was like, oh great, here we freaking go. And I was talking about something. I know when it happened during my live. Of course, 666 Jam. She's like clipped and, supposedly increase the volume. It's trying to say that my daughter said something about that she drinks all the time and that she drinks moonshine. Like, what? So I talked to my daughter about it. I said, did you say you drink all the time? She said that she didn't mean it like she drinks all the time. She has friends that drink all the time that she used to go to, and she drank when there. And when I found out about it, no mas. She hasn't been back since. My daughter's not a freaking active drinker. She said she didn't like it. She promised me she wouldn't freaking do it again. She's a teenager, guys. Get real. It is so stupid. It's so freaking stupid. And I'm not concerned either. If anybody calls CPS, you guys, there's no alcohol here. There's nothing in here. The house they had to actually come in here and approve the house. Like, go in, look in. And, and as far as, so I didn't have alcohol here anyways, because I just don't drink. I had beer that was in here in the fridge that for like 2 years from when I did date Jason, but I completely got rid of that before Fred got in here, just in case like they didn't allow alcohol in the house on his probation. So I just threw it away. It literally was expired beer. I just don't drink. I just have no taste. I used to drink and party a lot, but I've just lost any taste for alcohol. And Fred too, he used to drink a lot too when he was younger, and he just doesn't have that. It just makes him sick to think of it. And thankfully, Caitlin claimed she didn't like it. So, and I hope that kids experiment, guys, and you could tell them not to freaking do this stuff and they can promise you this and promise you that, but peer pressure. My daughter, unfortunately, wants to fit in like a lot of kids, and she was bragging to her little friend that was on her game that she was talking to, that she thought she was talking to in confidence. And here's Six Up and her little crew coming in with the fucking speakers and, enhancing volume to see what she's saying. And now they've come up that what they came up with is my daughter drinks all the time and she drinks moonshine. Okay. She probably never wanted to again. She was a teenager. My friend invited for an overnight with her mom and had one drink, woke up to a fear out my back, never seen one for my mom. Yeah, right, Michelle? Tell me one thing. Who in here didn't try beer in their teenage years? I'll start me. But see what I mean? Like, here we go again. We're going to pick on the kids. That's what we're going to use to attack Ziggy, you know? But I decided to address that because I do think it was important enough to address. My daughter absolutely does not freaking drink all the time. That's ridiculous. You guys hear her in the background every day. Like, are you for real? You think I just let her party it up back there and you think she just sits there and binge drinks by herself in her room? Is that what you think we do over here? God. You guys literally hear her in the background every single freaking live. Do you hear like partying and music and kids partying it up? She's here every freaking time. Maybe like a few times in all my lives has she not been here and been at a friend's? And it is absolutely because of that incident that she wasn't allowed to go over there again. And she did try to ask, and I did not feel comfortable with it. I didn't feel comfortable with it because, it was a little bit too relaxed of an atmosphere for me. Like, I wouldn't allow teenagers to drink in my house. Like, I think that's a big no-no. I'm not trying to freaking get contributing to delinquency. That's very stupid. Anyone that's raised a child should know she is a normal teen. 666 is evil and her kids are messed up because of her. Yeah, so this will go around, and I'm sure like certain ones will try to use it for content and stuff, but I'm not going to address it again. It's going to be in this, I'll tell people to go to this live, and it's not me being a bitch or anything. It's just petty, guys. It's Christmas. My daughter does not drink. She said she does not like the taste of alcohol and she has no desire to. She said it made her sick too. Sometimes it's good when they try this stuff, cigarettes and stuff like that. Thinking it's cool, trying to fit in, I don't know about you guys, but I snuck out alcohol when I was 16. I remember refilling my dad's, he had this old bourbon. I don't even know if he knows it to this day, but maybe I'll tell him now because I feel it's safe now. He had this really nice bourbon in a cabinet, never touched, a few bottles of it. And it must have been some expensive, nice stuff or something. And yeah, I kind of got into it and then replaced it with added some water to it. It's the biggest trick in the book, right? But yeah, I had people get a hold of me and they're like, if just so you know, they're like, CPS is going to be coming again because 666 is at it again. I'm like, it's okay. And Caitlin will tell them the truth. She told them that she's tried it before when they were here. Caitlin's a very honest. I encourage her to be honest. And that's why I was kind of irritated, that she was trying to show off for that little boy that she was talking to. I felt like, I'm like, you don't have to, I don't know. The most important thing to me is honesty. Caitlin's extremely honest. Very proud of her for, even when it comes to me, I even tell her, just as long as you always tell the truth, I will never get upset with you. Even if it is I would never ask her to lie to anybody for me. anybody, Karen. My daughter's life and her, I don't know. I don't want to set my daughter up for failure. I want to set her up to be a decent human being. You know, I don't want to encourage her to do illegal activities and be a liar and a cheat and a thief. I want to encourage her to be an honest, good person, to tell you the truth. And that's why my daughter is one of the most honest people I know. She doesn't want me to know something. She just won't tell me. But see, then she feels bad and then she'll end up telling me, you know. I'm not saying like she wouldn't ever like keep something from me. She has, trying to, you know, being afraid I'll be disappointed but we have a freaking pact about this stuff, guys. Like, she made an agreement with me that she would not drink. I've talked to her about this stuff. I made her promise me that I hate alcohol. That's what, you guys really think I would let my daughter drink of any, like, I hate alcohol. I literally was just saying a couple of days on here how I think alcohol is like one of the worst drugs out there. I hate alcohol. No way in hell would I be letting my daughter. Alcohol is so damaging to families, your life. I mean, people like ruin their lives. Like, no, I don't want my daughter to be somebody wakes up in the morning and has to drink to survive. I think of that stuff, guys. I really do. I mean, especially with my like history and I try to go by what the reasons why I think I got into drugs and alcohol. And I try to kind of I think I did a lot because my dad my parents were so strict, you know? And I always I couldn't talk to him about anything. And if I did tell him something like that I drank or something at somewhere, like, oh my God, I would be so much trouble. I mean, I wasn't even allowed to go to Walmart with friends anyway, so there would be no opportunity really to drink. It was hard. I had to really, yeah. I didn't drink. The first time I drank or anything was when I was 16. I believe it was the first time. I don't know, Selena. I just don't like alcohol. I've seen it ruin weight. But any drug, though, that does that, it's not just, I don't care. Like I said, if somebody can drink it, there are people who can drink. Like Jim would drink sometimes, like occasionally, like once a year or something, or twice a year, like on, at my parents or whatever. But it's not that I'm talking about. I'm talking about. I would never encourage. I am so against alcohol. But it's okay, like, as far as if somebody can use it in moderation and stuff and it's not affecting their life, then that's not a problem. Right? It's just, I don't know. It's so accessible and easy to get. It's just a really horrible addiction to have because and the withdrawals off of it are deadly. I'm like, why did she? Is that how she said it? Like that? She says that she said I used to drink all the time, which is not true either. She literally has tried it twice. But yeah, she was talking to a boy, and I do think, and I don't care. People can think what they want. It is what it is. I mean, the truth is, whatever. Drink at Applebee's. But yeah, I don't know. My daughter, she's like, she wants to fit in, you know what I mean? I get on her a lot about that, and I don't want to say too much because, I don't want to embarrass her or anything, but finishing my dad's chess set that I'm making the finishing touches. Let me see here if I could show. Oh wait, I can't show you. I don't think, or maybe I can. It's the chess set. I have to think of how I'm gonna. I put felt on the bottom of it too, but you guys can't see that right now. Hold on. It's kind of, you can tell where the glue is but it's on the bottom just to make it not so it won't scratch anything. I could sell, yeah, I could definitely make and sell one, but definitely I was thinking about, but unfortunately, the amount of freaking resin that it takes to make it, like, it wouldn't make sense to sell them for and the time that takes it too, serious, because it takes a lot of resin. Resin's pretty expensive, so that's the only thing. I see people on Etsy selling them for 160 shipped, but I was at least I was thinking 100 shipped would be enough. It takes several days, and it takes I'd say about $25 in resin. It takes a lot with all the pieces and stuff. I thought about it. you know, if it made sense. But I also don't want people, yeah, and then they can make them custom. Yeah, I thought about people, you know, custom, and you could decide the colors and stuff like that. And hey, Scout. Thank you, Amos. Right, and I have just the UV right now. I need to get some of the regular too for bigger jobs like this. Oh crap, I need to redo one of these ponds. I just noticed it had a, yeah, I'll redo that one. But yeah, that's what I've been doing while Six Up has been over there finding any way she can to try to ruin me and my family and Fred and hurt us any way we can for reasons I have no freaking clue. Ah! Putting the pieces back on, so maybe I'll make a couple extra pieces just in case. Let's see, the castle, the pond. Did you think about the pet memorials? Oh, really? Yeah, I'm making, actually, yes, I have thought of that. That's what I'm making my mom, is something like that. I'll show you guys when that's done, too, but it's not even really close to done, so I don't really want to show it yet, because it looks like a child did it so far. But yeah, I know, this chessboard's so nice. I love it. But yeah, I was looking into it. I was looking up online how much they, because I'm like, how do the people make these and sell them? Because it's pretty expensive and time consuming to make. You know, I just wonder how people can afford to sell them, is what I mean. Like, if that makes sense. Without having to like completely charge people crazy amounts of money. But really, like, most of it's like just waiting for it to, because with the chessboard you would use, or chessboard you would use for the board I would use regular resin for the board, and it takes like a day for it to set. But I would just use different colors, and that doesn't take long. And then but the lines in between to make those stand out, that takes a while. It's not like hard work or anything. It's just like, I guess, tedious in a way, but I like it. It's how long has she been like this? I find it extremely weird. Since December of 2021. And she's been like this for so long that I had a 2-year protective order that has expired now, and she's still harassing me. And with the protective order, she would every time they would try to serve her, she would run out the back door, and she was bragging about that too. She was very aware of it, but she kept harassing me and wouldn't accept service. She would run out. It expired last March, and here we are, same place we were 2.5 years ago. 3 years ago, actually. Thank you, pretty sweet pea. Yeah, I don't understand it, guys. I don't get it. I've said this from the beginning. You won't be able to find any real reason or anything that I've done to her to warrant this ever. She found something that would make her money, and yeah, she got upset with me over reasons. I don't know why. Because I wouldn't take her to Tennessee. Well, you didn't offer to pay for yourself, for one. Like, why would I sit there and pay for some... And all I knew of you is you would come in my chats begging for a freaking extra large jacket. Like, how many times did you have to come in my chat asking if I had an extra large jacket? Like, there's people here. You did it so much, Six Up. There's people here who remember you doing it. Like, it's unreal. It happened so many times. They remember it. It was ridiculous. And like, you didn't want to pay for any of these things either. You just expected me to send them to you. Just like you grifted all over freaking Reddit and had all that shit sent to you off there too. You won't find me freaking on those sites asking for free stuff and making up stories about what I need them for. Oh, gosh, I know, Scout. Well, I have the one pending for Crystal. I really just wish that people would... I really wish people could just, be normal. So I don't have to... I don't want to cause problems for anybody or get anybody in trouble. But it's like... At the same time, they're walking all over me. And then when I end up get to my breaking point, then I'm the bad guy, right? I'm the bad guy. But the good thing is time is on my side, and so is history. History, you could just look over the past few years of her behavior. That's why people are starting to see, like, oh my God, when's enough? She'll straight up admit that she's obsessed with me. I don't know if she thinks it's cute or funny or what. Oh, I'm sorry, Diana. I know, Sage. Just like these people that are mad, like with Andy being on the road, like mad at Fred. And I even got on my daughter. If you want to be, I got on her about it. She goes, because she tried that stuff with me too by saying, well, they shouldn't have been listening. I'm like, Caitlin, well, you shouldn't be talking like that. You shouldn't have said, you know what I mean? No, I get on my daughter too. I mean, I don't just sit there and just let her get away with everything. that you guys think, or just let her think it's okay. Because that's like on top with honesty, that's like right under it. For me, it's super, I feel like accountability is really, really important as a human being, because if you don't have accountability, you can't grow as a person, and you aren't somebody that I want in my life. Because all you're going to do is drag me down. People who can't recognize like their own bullshit are just a complete like tsunami waiting to happen or something, like just a major just mess. You know, they're become people like Don Wells. At least like with Fred, he's trying to better his life. People should be encouraging that. His sister should be extremely happy for him for being clean for the first time in many, many years. But no, she's not. Instead, she wants to act like talk shit about him and try to be discouraging and be like, oh, he's not gonna stay clean, and you know, saying thing, just like insinuating me like she knows me, like we're gonna be using together or something. I know, Bella, but my daughter shouldn't be also like, I'm like, why did you even, you know, it's not even true. And she's trying to show off with her, to her little friend, you know, and I'm like, why, you know, that's not even true. That even saying, she goes, I was talking about like, I used to, I'm like, well, that's not even true. Like and so why'd you say that? You know, she was trying to fit in. Because she'll tell you she's drank 2 times, tried it twice. Hold on. Yeah, day tripper. And something that she was enhanced something that my daughter had said, and I guess is playing it over and over on her channel or something. And it was a conversation my daughter was having with her a little boyfriend on her game, and they were talking about maybe things they shouldn't have, like drinking. And she wasn't thinking that there was the internet listening. She knows if I didn't hear it, I was paying attention to overheard her say something like that. I'm like, oh great, here we go. I heard her say something about alcohol, but I thought she was telling him that she's tried alcohol before at her friend's house at this part. I thought she was talking about that birthday party. Yeah, day tripper. Well, we better delete that comment, Kate, body dysmorphia, because she's already on there today trying to say that I'm homophobic. Where she got that at is very odd. That makes zero sense. When I literally was in a relationship for a year with a woman, I've talked about that on here. I just am 6-up phobic, okay? I'm demon phobic, 666 phobic. Like, that's what I'm scared of. You're scary. Like, for real. She's mad because she can't get me any other way, like I've said over and over again. So, all right, guys, I just want to respond to that. I'm done with it. That's people were wondering when Tiffany was going to go live on it and review or go over it. I asked her and she said probably Tuesday, but I don't know. That's a reminder that was Christmas Eve, so I don't know if she's going to change it or not. So we'll see. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.